Good morning. So today I will discuss another important topic, that is the Volcker circulation. Along with this Volcker circulation, I will throw some light on El Nino and La Nina. These are the interrelated phenomena and very important from computer examination point of view. So let us go to the Pacific Ocean. If we see the Pacific Ocean, this is the Pacific Ocean on the map. And Pacific Ocean is from here up to here, Australia, on the eastern coast of Australia. This is the Pacific Ocean. In this Pacific Ocean, we have South America on the eastern side, and Australia is on the western side of this Pacific Ocean. Now, if I try to draw a diagram here, what actually I am getting this is the Southern America and this is the Australia, and in between we have what we call Pacific Ocean. This is South America and this is Australia. So I will be discussing three phenomena which are related to the low pressure and high pressure. In normal condition of this Pacific Ocean, we have a low pressure area here on the western side of the Pacific Ocean, or we may call it on the eastern side of Australia, and we have a high pressure area on the eastern side of Pacific, that is on the western coast of South America. So when we have a high pressure here, we have a low pressure here, what will happen? The surface winds will move from east to west. This is the direction of the winds, that they will move from the high pressure to the low pressure. Now, because of this, the warm water will be pushed towards the western Pacific. From the eastern Pacific, the warm water will be pushed towards the western Pacific. So what will happen within the ocean? If this is the sea level, and the warm water and cold water contact will be something like this. So we will be having more warm water on the western side of the Pacific Ocean near Australia. So we have low pressure area here. These winds will now come and they will rise. Near the eastern side of the Australia or in the western Pacific, these winds will rise. Now, as these winds will rise, I will show in this direction. These winds are going to rise, which were earlier the part of the trade winds moving from east to west. They are the east-west winds, and now they will rise up. And what will happen? We will get precipitation in this area. We will get a tremendous rainfall in this area. There will be rainfall. Huge cloud formation will take place in the western part of the Pacific Ocean. And now these winds will rise, they will become dry, and they will move towards the east. These winds will now go and they will move towards the east. Rise ho gaya, then they will move towards the east, and finally as a dry winds they will sink. So this air then sinks down in the eastern Africa, and in the eastern Pacific Ocean, that is near the western South America. So now these winds are dry over here. There is dry climate in this area, and there is moist and wet climate in this area. So a complete loop, what we call convection. A complete loop, a convection gets formed in the Pacific Ocean, in the southern Pacific Ocean. This is actually what we call Volcker circulation. This is the normal weather condition of the Pacific Ocean. So this entire thing takes place in the lower part of the atmosphere. So we have east to west moving winds near the surface of the ocean, which are driving warm water towards the West Pacific, and then the loop gets completed something like this. So now there are certain other phenomena which are related to it. When this water is being pushed, we have water here, the water is being pushed towards the western part of the this Pacific Ocean. So what will happen? The water from the bottom will come to occupy the space. So there will be a huge upwelling. A huge upwelling takes place here. Now the extra water is being pushed here, so there will be what we call downwelling on this side. So this is the normal cycle of what we call Volcker circulation, which was discovered by Gilbert Volcker. Now what is El Nino and what is La Nina? These are the two. El Nino means this is actually the southern oscillation. And second, this is the El Nino. And second thing is La Nina. What is El Nino and what is La Nino? Actually, El Nino and La Nino are the two extreme phases of this Volcker circulation. So this is the normal condition. When you have high pressure here, you have low pressure here. Let me first discuss what is La Nina. So what will happen at the time of La Nina? This high pressure will remain high pressure, but it will become extreme high. This low pressure will remain low pressure, but it will become extremely low. So La Nina is so there will be extreme high in the eastern Pacific, and there will be extreme low in the western Pacific. So same thing is there, but it will be very much extreme. So the winds will be very severe. These winds are very severe now, and there will be severe upwelling. Lot of nutrients will come to the surface. Sometimes it boosts the fishing industry, and there will be severe downwelling here. And further, this rainfall, this is the important point. The rainfall, the cloud formation which took place here will be further pushed towards the land. Now the rainfall will take place here in the Australia. This rise which was initially taking place from here, this will now take place here. So this phenomena is what we call La Nina, when the extreme low and extreme high pressures get formed. Now what is El Nino? El Nino is simply reverse of it. This Volcker circulation actually becomes weak. So earlier, if you remember, I draw a diagram here, which was, this is the sea level. This is the sea level, and the interface of warm and cold water was something like this during Volcker circulation. But what will happen during this La Nina? What will happen during this La Nina is that the interface will shift towards like this. This is the warm This is the cold, because it will become severe. The much water will be pushed towards the western Pacific, and we will get the interface like this. Now if I see what is El Nino, again I have Australia here, and I have the South America here. This El Nino, which was this Walker circulation, which was moving from east to west, this will be vacant. This high pressure and low pressure. Initially, I had high pressure here, I had low pressure here. This will get reversed. And what actually, it is not exactly getting reversed fully, but in order to understand, let me tell it is getting reversed. And the rise takes place somewhere here, which will so the entire phenomena gets reversed. We have it was high pressure here, it is now becoming the low pressure. It was low pressure here, it is now becoming the high pressure. Actually, in El Nino we are getting two loops here. One is here in this part, and another loop takes place here, which is becoming much complicated. I won't go there. So what we need to remember is that El Nino is actually the reverse of the La Nina. It is the extreme phenomenon where this high does not remain high, it becomes low, and low does not remain low, it becomes high. We get reversal of this Walker circulation. So during El Nino, the Walker circulation is severely discouraged, it is severely decreased, it is severely reduced. And now what will happen? We will get comparatively dry climate here, which was earlier wet. The rainfall and cloud formation takes place, and the rainfall now will start getting here in this area and somewhere in this area. So complete reversal of this weather phenomena takes place. And what will be the interface of this warm and cold water in case of this was La Nina and this was the normal circulation, and during El Nino what will happen? The interface will be like this. This is the interface during the El Nino. So what will happen? During this El Nino phenomena, the water which was being pushed towards the western Pacific will now dissipate. वो spread हो जाएगा, फैल जाएगा. So this warm water which was initially being pushed towards this, it will now be dissipated within the ocean. So we will get the warm and cold water interface like this. This is the warm water, this is the cold water. So now what we need to remember is that this reversal actually takes place after every 2, 3 or 4 years, and then it keeps on coming in news because it changes the entire climate of the globe. It has the impact on entire globe, not only on the Pacific. So what happens if this during El Nino phase, if this water is being pushed back towards the eastern Pacific, the upwelling which was taking place here will be severely discouraged. The upwelling will not take place in this part. So upwelling भी कम हो जाएगा, and here the downwelling भी कम हो जाएगा. Downwelling will also decrease here. So initially we had a current. If you see my previous lecture on the ocean currents, we had a current what we call Peru current or Humboldt current, which was moving in the Pacific Ocean along the coast of this western South America or eastern Pacific. It was going towards the equator. So this current was cold current. Now because of the El Nino phenomenon, this cold current becomes warm current. So initially I had a warm current here, I had a cold current here. But during the El Nino phenomenon, this Piru current, which was cold current, becomes the warm current. So this warm current is now the surface current. I am discussing the impact of this El Nino. This Piru current, it was the cold current, now it is becoming warm current. So cold current actually it is comparatively denser and it comes up and brings the nutrients. Now if this current is warm current, this warm current will not sink, it will flow on the surface. So it will not bring the nutrients from the bottom of the ocean. So this is the impact of this. When nutrients will not come, the productivity will be less. The productivity severely कम हो जाएगा. तो for example, the fishing industry is worst hit because of this El Nino phenomenon. क्योंकि productivity नहीं आएगा, nutrient नहीं आएगा, productivity नहीं होगा तो fishing industry will be severely affected. So we have this El Nino has severe effects on the entire globe and entire Asia also. But these two things we need to remember. One is the reversal of the climate. The eastern Pacific, which was initially dry, is now becoming wet. We are getting severe precipitation in this area. And the second thing is the productivity. So I will stop it here. Thank you very much.